What is up, YouTube? As you can see, we have a Supreme Ruler Ultimate Edition right here. And because some people really enjoy looking at the options menu, I will gladly show it off. Oh! That was a weird sound. But I just noticed this. They have battle sounds. I'm not sure if every time I come on here, because I've tried making a video for this game 3 times and I've been I haven't liked it because, for one, I really want to get down packed so I know what I'm talking about, I know what I'm doing, and I can show you guys how this game's supposed to be good. Because Hearts of Iron, this is not fucking Hearts of Iron. We'll put the autosave on for myself, because it comes in handy. But I like showing all, or I don't want to give you guys the wrong impression, so I sat down, played this thing for I would say a good 5 hours, 5 or 6 hours, and I still have no idea what most of the shit does. And here we have model size for the units. So they added some new options, which is really nice. And that should be good, right? And we're gonna only have low. So, as you can see, we have tutorials. Only one. We have the player profile. We have single player. The campaign, from what I've read, it's gonna have the 1936 one, and then I'm assuming you can click here and it'll take you to Cold War and the global crisis and shattered world. But for now, we only have the 1936 campaign here, and then in sandbox is where the meat, where the bread and butter is. So we have 1936, 1940, 1941. So we have the entire 1936 game in here. We have the Cold War game, and then we have the 2020. And in scenario, they have not added all the scenarios yet, but for Supreme Ruler 1936 all the way down to Supreme Ruler Global Crisis. And they've been there's a lot of Global Crisis, but they've been adding a couple of scenarios. Well, I was going to say they were, but they're not anymore. Well, that's a lie. They are, because why put the scenario in there if you're not gonna put them in, right? So let's jump into sandbox, and let's do a game as Australia to show off some of the effects. Now we'll get into World Voltaire. I still don't know how to fucking pronounce that name, so I'm just going to nickname this World Anger. And we have our winning conditions here, and then our options, and it's on here. I'll announce it when we get to it. But and as you can see, I don't know if they're gonna actually devote themselves to changing League of Nations to United Nations for the Global Crisis, Cold War, and Shattered World. I don't know if they're gonna initiate that or no. But one thing I found is the game really lags when you have the weather system on, so turn that off, because it'll make the game go faster and it won't lag as bad. And then, as you can see, we have these. So really nothing really changed, apart from a few new added options and a couple hot relations. That's what I'll call it. I'll call it hot relations from now on. But as you can see, nothing much has changed apart from the HUD, the heads-up display. So then let's jump in this baby. And that's another reason why I picked Australia, is because I have not listened to their little theme song in the background for ages. And I was going through the files, and I'll make a video on it after this, but India has their own music as well. And then I think that's it, but I just really love the Australian one. The that instrument in the background you hear right now. That one. But as you can see, there is. Okay, don't prove me wrong, game. Don't lag right now. As you can see, it's January 1st, 2020. Normally, I'm used to the Supreme Ruler 2020 HUD or UI. Is it who uses HUD and who uses UI? I like to think first-person shooters uses heads-up display, while these types of games likes to use UI, which I can see the difference, but I like calling it HUD because that's what I grew up with. So forgive me if you don't like that, but other than that, some of the things are more simplified, as I can tell. Like, sure, bang! I'm the only one in the house right now. I'm scared. Someone's gonna come back here and they're like a ski mask. Be like, give me all your money. I'm gonna be like, no, I'm making a video. And with the new AI system they have in this game, I'm not sure if it's from 1936 or not, because I haven't really fucked around with the AI system in there yet, but it's really good if you have a big nation like Russia, United States, or something with a lot of landmass like Australia here, or China, just to put just to put the land initiative on high, and air initiative, naval initiative on full, just so the AI can help defend, and in times of war you can select the frontline units, send them to lock them from minister control. But I really like the system where they have the AI now. They act smart, and they're just well-rounded, better than the Supreme Ruler 2020. They will actually load up in ships and cross the sea just to get somewhere that you tell them. With that said, when I show it off, they're not gonna do that though, because they want to prove me wrong. It seems like every time I make a video, they prove me wrong with something, but I've not tested that feature, so we're gonna learn together, guys. And then basically, we only have 3 building productions in Australia. It's a little sad. But normally with big countries like this too, I usually set it to auto build. And this is just nitpicking, but as you can see, quality has this meter, or this icon, and quantity has this icon with the award. I would figure quality would have the award, and then quantity would have this icon. It's just nitpicking right now. But I feel like they should change that up, because it's really confusing when I first played it. And then we have our alert condition here. When you're at war with another country or region, the game will automatically raise your alert condition. You can't automatically raise it yourself. If you can, I have not found a way to do it yet. And then from down here, unit pathing, I have not found a way to I've not found a way to initially send units into another country without declaring war, like rangers or like recon units. The only thing I could do is send aeroplanes. But what's the point of that? But you can allow air units to pass over neutral regions or just tell them no. Which for this video we're going to do that. And then attack neutral regions that incur on our borders. We can deny that or allow it. And we could allow or permit nuclear weapons on or off. I'm going to leave it on. I don't even think Australia has nukes, so. And then we have our battle zone controls, which is definitely a new feature for us pre-Mula 2020. So that helps out a lot when you're fighting a country or fighting on multiple fronts. That can help out a lot. And then we have our theater control, which is on a grander scale, of course. And then we have our our build slots here. Let's jump on over to research, and then even where is it? Here we can find out our reserve personnel and our active personnel, which can be helpful. And then here we have our rank in technology, our minister focus, and this will tell you how many research technologies we can research at one time, which is 5. And normally what you want to do is just turn off or lock the minister from doing anything in here. And if your economy can handle it, raise research efficiency all the way up. This will help you in the long run, trust me. And then for some reason they have the space race option here, which Australia has not finished orbital docking yet, so they gotta do that. But normally you want to control your own research. Don't let the minister do it, because he'll just fucking pick units and shitty techs. Which we're probably gonna go for the piranha, because fucking hell, piranhas are fucking nasty fish. And I'm not gonna do this right now. Why would I do this? It's not like I'm gonna fucking stay with this game. Well, this country playthrough. I'm just using it as an example. And here we have our production capabilities here. And what did I say? Small problem. What do you mean small problem? The fact that we're selling it for $5 more than we're only making a profit of $5, is that the problem? I don't know what the small problem is. Neither for electricity. It looks like we got a good thing going there. Unless they mean selling conditions. Yeah, but isn't everything selling? Oh no, never mind. But you can lock your minister from doing anything in here as well, or at least lock him from certain resources. Now I don't know if they're gonna go through, and from what I read in the manual, they're not gonna replace rubber with water for the 2020 Cold War and Charted World. They're just gonna keep it rubber, and they say it's gonna play a huge role in military consumption. But let's go to consumer goods here. Lock the minister control here. As you can see, we don't make a fucking... That's fucked up. But we're gonna lock the minister from here, and we can control the exports and imports. We can come here and see world statistics. See who's the biggest consumers and producers. The United States, of course. we could come here to see the materials. So our consumption is of civilian demand, which is 7,000 tons. And then it will tell you what raw materials it takes up. So it takes up 313,000 megawatts. It takes over 9,000, nearly 10,000 tons of metal ore and 5,000 industrial tons. So that can really help you out, like if you're which I'd never noticed, but I might actually start looking at this because it can really help you out if you're struggling with producing like industrial goods. There you can go. It'll even put it in red for you, so you know that it's not producing efficiently because you don't have enough raw materials for it. But back to consumer goods, because that's the only thing I could think of right now. But then we could go to industrial controls, which is the best thing. So we have our estimated output here. We estimate that we can put out 21,000 tons. I don't know if that's each day, each week, each month, each year. I'm assuming it's each day or week. It will tell us our reserves, so if something happens and we can't produce anymore, reserves will kick in, and this will tell us how many days we can survive. How many days we can survive with reserves. And it will tell us our sustainability. And right now we are self-sufficient, and let me see if I can find one we're not self-sufficient in. Here we go. So I still have no idea what that means though, but sustainability, like I guess that's how many days we can last without it, or I'm not sure. You're asking the wrong guy, but certain things like agriculture, oil, electricity has a little thing down here, domestic pricing. So if we wanted to, we can lower it to get domestic approval up, or we can raise it to get more money. We're just gonna keep it raised for now. And then of course you can tell your minister to do fuck all. And it'll also it's also good to check under the minister. Should I say cabinet member? I'm not sure, but because it will let you know some key facts like our daily production and our daily domestic sales. We're lacking in that. And then here's our economy. Now to the right here we have the what is this? I guess it's just debt. Our credit rating. So it'll tell us how much debt we're in, our credit rating, our average interest rate, and our new debt interest rate. And it will tell us how much money we can take out per day. And then here's our overall. It'll tell us our overall tax rate. This will tell us our average social rating. This will tell us our domestic approval. And here it will tell us our GDP, which is 32,000. And then it will tell us our overall tax rate, our inflation, unemployment, 5%. Damn, our population. The world GDP average, our GDP ranking, we're in 17. That's fucking good. And then of course, like all the other supreme rulers, will have our daily income, daily expenses, our surplus, deficit, last day's trade, treasury. Okay, I had to check. Secretary Treasury, isn't it up there? But from here we can also do social spending, tax people, see our previous day's trade in either units or dollars. Then we could check out our expense report to see where we're spending most of our money, see where most of our income is coming in from, and then we could lock the minister from fucking us over. And then onwards to state. This will let us, let's pick a country. Any country. If the game wouldn't lag, that'd be nice. Alright, there we go, it's good. So let's hop on over to Japan. So it'll tell us our government type. It's a democracy. Their population, their treasury. It'll also give out, diplomatic, military, economic, and domestic outlooks. So from what it looks like, their land area is 343,000 kilometers squared. It will tell us their build capacity, their army staff. I'm not sure if that's active and reserve or just active. It will also tell us how many spies they have in their country, their treaty integrity, which I guess that's how much they can hold up their end of the treaty, their world market opinion, which is I forget what it's called in real life. Damn, I'm a little sad now. I'll tell you the world market subsidy rate. It will tell you how much they have in their treasury, which you could just see right there. It will tell you their GDP, credit rating, inflation, unemployment, tourism, 31%, that's good. I'll also give you their domestic outlooks, 99% literacy, their death, their birth, emigration and immigration, their political leaning, conservatives, and that's their annual projection. So annually, 1 million people, 1.6 million people die in Japan. Then it'll tell you their military approval, their domestic approval, their treaty integrity. I guess that's with the United Nations then. Allied regions, enemy regions, colonies. Which I'm happy because as Russia you can go in and fucking reform the USSR. That's like the best thing I could see in the game so far, which I've been doing. I got like Ukraine and Poland under Russian control right now, and they're working for me. It's nice. They call them Soviet Poland and Soviet Ukraine. I thought that was funny. But see, I'll tell you their relationship status to you, friendly. It'll tell you if they're neutral or not. And then we could come here and then we could fund insurgency, government support, total espionage. And then we come here to negotiate. Which we still can't like ask them for their units, we can only give them our units, which is a little disappointing. We could trade unit types, technologies, resources, treaties. So basically everything from the last couple games. And down here we have influence relations. We could support the ruling party. Because I have no idea what any of this means, because I would assume, as you can see, there's like a little red fist, and then there's a little trophy icon there. So I would assume this would be supporting our party, but from what it says, support ruling party. I'm not sure. I gotta go on the BattleGoat forums and ask around, but I'm assuming this supports their party, and then this supports our party. I would assume support opposition means they're supporting their own party, but from the trophy it looks like I'm no fucking idea. I might try this next time around when I go to play some games. Then we could fund insurgency, we could have no funding, we could have low funding, high funding, or we could provide modern equipment. Then we could say units path around, or just war on incursions. And then let's see, that's influence relations. And severe actions is we could check our diplomatic satisfaction, our civilian satisfaction. So right now the people of Australia feel indifferent towards Japan. And then our casus belli, which gives us reason to declare war on them. And we could have war, so we can have no opinion on their war, condemn wars by this region, or we could support wars by this region. Same with military, we could support foreign troop placement, or we can condemn foreign troop placement. And then of course we could declare war. And we have our spies here. From what I've seen so far, I'm not sure if they implemented it. Oh shit. Yeah. Not sure if they implemented it yet, but so far from what I see, if you set the priority to high, the spies really don't move out on their own. But they did some cool new things with it, like this. But that's spies, that's espionage, and when we have our diplomatic relations here, and then we have our, let's go down to Sydney here. Wait, that's not Sydney. Sydney's over here, damn it. So here we can see the world map, or land. So here we can see Sydney, the population of Sydney, the region in Sydney, who owns Sydney, the supply, the transportation of the infrastructure. It'll also tell us if it's low, if it's got a close combat or low visibility, the type of transportation it uses. It'll also tell us what is in there and give us info on it, like a metropolis. It costs $4 trillion, and it would cost 215, or take 215 days to build it from scratch, I should say. It'll also tell you the ground, which is plains, dense forest, light forest. It will tell you what units are on here, the facilities and complexes. So I'm assuming this just tells you everywhere within your region. Then you can create hotspots, battle zone controls, theater controls, and then what is this? I guess this is the strategic targeting pool, I guess. So I guess this is where we can put our shit when interesting. And I guess interesting, I never knew this. I never knew you had to come here for it. I thought you would just come in here and do it. Oh, that's, see, we're learning something every day. And of course we can come here, and then this is how we access the build menu. I think I covered a lot. I think we did a good first look at it, and just to give you an idea of how new I am, I've just started playing 3 games. That's how far I'm in this game so far. But another baby yawn. Don't know why I'm not tired. I just woke up. But Thank you for watching this video. I'd like if you guys could share this with other people, because I'm so close to reaching 100 subs, guys. But I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to bringing you guys what I found in the in the game files. So see you next time.